Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Carry for Leonard Fournette, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Bortles. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go now.
Shotgun now for Bortles. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. In motion, the tight end. After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. On play action, now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one, but this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Julio Jones is off to a monster first half, but still, can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Didn't he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in week 4, 300 yards. Oh, Matt Ryan had a pretty good game, too. Threw for over 500. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myers Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Now he's going to go deep down the left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league for quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Ryan to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On third down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The 13 yards that time and a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. Jones will come now in motion right. On second down, Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 29. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards on the ground. So here we go, first and 10 now. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Bortles looking to throw on third and 2. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Adrian Claiborne able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw on third down, Ryan. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. Back now in Jacksonville. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now it's Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Ryan on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that will be incomplete as well.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area.
And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Fournette running right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Bortles. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. And they give this time to the tailback. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Third down. That's Grant. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 63 yards.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one.